Paul Zimmer made a return to social media as a 16-year-old actor named Troy Becker. The idea that he changed his identity was all internet speculation. Until now. We now have undeniable proof that Paul Zimmer tried to change his identity, and people who were close to him have come forward with their side of the story. I'm going to serve you this very hot tea here for you on IO. Welcome back to InformOverload. We tell you about the weirdest and most interesting news stories we find on the internet. I'm Charlotte Dobre, resident talker, joke writer, potato queen, and part-time detective. This is not something a detective would do, right? This is a detective. Subscribe so we get to hang out every day and tell you about cool shit so you seem super informed to your friends, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. Alright, it's tea time on InformOverload, and I thought I would take this opportunity to serve you an update on one of the weirdest stories I've ever covered on this channel, and that's saying a lot. If you're a fan of this channel, you know that. First, a quick recap for those of you who are just hearing about this. Paul Zimmer was this huge internet celebrity on the app Musical.ly, and he was well known for his lip sync videos. After a scandal where he was accused of scamming fans, where he took money from them and failed to do shoutouts and DMs, he disappeared from social media in 2017. It kinda must have been hard to see your name trend as part of a hashtag ban Paul Zimmer. I'd run for my life too. So Paul and his partner Jamie Rose disappear from the spotlight. Of course, all of these allegations are allegations, but the fact that he ran from the spotlight, never apologized or explained himself, screams guilty! Now I ain't a lawyer, but that's pretty sus. It's spat everywhere. According to court documents obtained by Insider, Paul Zimmer's real name is Paul Joseph Gutowski. That's his legal name. He changed his name to Troy Becker last year, and his legal name was never actually Paul Zimmer. His name was changed on March 19th, 2019. This was a while after Paul Zimmer had garnered a huge following of several million. He then returned to social media in 2019 where he claimed to be a 16-year-old actor named Troy Becker. Does anyone think it's weird that he was claiming to be a minor? Was that to make him more appealing to a young audience? Need I remind you that the vast majority of Paul Zimmer's fans are underage girls? Regardless, he never admitted that he was Troy Becker, he simply said that they looked strikingly similar. Like in this Instagram caption, this actor Troy Becker kid literally looks like a younger, sexier version of me. I don't even use social media anymore, but I had to post this, ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha, so funny. After a few posts, Paul then claimed he was handing over his Instagram account with close to 1 million followers to Troy Becker, someone who he supposedly didn't know very well and only came to know him because they looked really similar. Troy Becker then began posting on Paul Zimmer's account. Shocker. People didn't buy it. Paul Zimmer was Troy Becker, and he wasn't fooling anybody. First of all, the captions in his posts were clearly written by the same person. They used the same language, they made the same grammatical errors, and they even used the same emojis, guys. The same emojis. But that's not all, there were clues that they were the same person all over the internet. For example, an IMDb page for Troy Becker listed his nickname as Paul Zimmer. He also had 0 acting credits when Paul and Troy claimed on Instagram that he had shot a movie and a series for Netflix. Both of these credits should have been listed on Troy's IMDb page if they were legit. A 20-year-old woman from Ontario called Jennifer, who actually launched an Instagram account whose sole purpose was to expose Paul Zimmer, said to Insider that she saw a photo posted to Instagram with the Paul Zimmer hashtag. It showed Zimmer at an acting class with Jamie. Later on, she claims that the tag on the photo had been changed to Troy Becker. This is the photo. It was taken at Heller Approach Acting Studio. Yes. The Heller Approach also posted a video of Troy Becker as his new identity in March 2019. Jennifer, among others, thought that it was weird that Paul, who is 24, was posing as a 16, even 15-year-old teenager. The funny thing is, he's dug himself into an even bigger hole than he was once in. Now he will forever be known as the guy who thought he could fool the entire world. Troy Becker was actually represented by an LA-based agency, ATM Anchor Talent, who said in a statement that they were unaware that Troy Becker was really Paul Zimmer. Shortly after the media caught wind of this very strange story, both Paul Zimmer and Troy Becker's Instagram accounts were deleted. All of the content on Troy Becker's TikTok account disappeared. His account still exists though, it was renamed and it has 7 million followers still. So why did Paul Zimmer do this? Why would anyone do this? Well, according to one of his oldest friends, he isn't surprised about this controversy. That person is Daniel Nodar, aka Danny Edge on YouTube, who has been collaborating with Zimmer for years and they're also childhood friends. He says their close friendship took a bad turn in 2016 after he confronted Zimmer about scamming his fans on the platform Lively. Nodar claims Zimmer was obsessed with becoming famous. He said, I quote, "I think it's his inflated ego that lets him think he's just so much smarter than all of his followers. He really does think he's above in a weird way. I think he knows most of his followers are preteens or very young teens, and he thinks he's smarter than everybody. I don't think he knew that other people would pick up on it. And I can say without proof but with confidence from knowing him that he 100% thought that it was going to work." Yeah, well it didn't, did it? Well guys, there you have it. Tell me your thoughts on this one down in the comments. For now, I'm gonna respond to some comments from my last video about Paul Zimmer. Or should we call you Troy Becker? Or should we call you an idiot? Mistress Jen said Paul Zimmer and Troy Becker are the same. Next thing you'll be telling me is Clark Kent and Superman are the same. Oh wait, ha! That's a good one. Except do not compare Troy Becker and Paul Zimmer to Clark Kent and Superman. Juanita Sprouse said they are also using the same verbiage, punctuation, and the same emojis. See? Emojis. Jed the Panda said, I will paint a mural of Charlotte riding Nessie while wearing a crown of potatoes. Please do this. I would be very grateful. I will pose in front of it. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you in a future IO video.
Cool.
Spicy. I got me a spicy chai latte today. This was a while after Paul Zimmer had garnered a huge following of several. This was quite a while after Paul Zimmer had garnered a. Shut up, idiot. Get your words right. My nose is itchy. He didn't do a very good job, did he? He's such a f***ing weirdo, man. Yes.